This is JP with Political Pop Culture, and this is my take. As a father of daughters who participate in sports, I would just like to take this opportunity to tell President Joe Biden, from the bottom of my heart, go beep, beep. Yourself, you miserable piece of beep, beep. Sincerely, I mean it, Joe. Go beep, beep. Yourself. On day one, President Joe Biden single-handedly did what countless misogynists and domestic abusers throughout history couldn't do. He put women back in their place. Let me just one more time, Joe. Let me just one more time offer you a heartfelt beep, beep. You from my daughters and myself. And in fact, if I could be so bold, how about a big old cup of go beep, beep. Yourself on behalf of all women everywhere. Real women, I mean. Two X's, not the X and Y. Look, whether you're a woman, man, trans, I don't care. Just make sure you like this video. Then click the subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell so you'll stay up to date whenever we release new content. Also, leave a comment saying I subscribed along with your comments on the episode, and we'll be sure to respond to you. Literally only hours after taking the oath of office, an oath where he swore to defend the Constitution, brand spanking, hair sniffing new President Joe Biden signed an executive order that gave unprecedented rights to men and women who choose to live as if they belong to the opposite sex. This executive order also demands any educational institution that receives any federal funding demands that they must admit biologically male athletes to women's teams and allow these men to compete for women's scholarships. Can someone please explain to me why Democrats hate women so much? And why any woman anywhere would vote for these? Beep, beep. Get ready, people, because you're going to be seeing a lot more men like Fallon Fox breaking the skulls of their actual female opponents in MMA fights. You're going to be seeing a lot more men like Mary Gregory crushing women's weightlifting records. Only the next time he'll be able to keep his records instead of having them stripped. Just prepare yourself to see men like Rachel McKinnon destroying his actual female cycling competition. Look, I don't care who you love. I don't care what you wear, and I couldn't care less how you feel or what you identify as. What I care about is that women, real biological women, are being thrown under the bus in the name of inclusion, and that is wrong. I want you to take a look at something here. This is an interview with professional tennis player Chris Evert-Lloyd back in the early 1980s. Chris Evert-Lloyd was the top-ranked woman in professional tennis, and in this clip, she talks about playing tennis against men.
I read somewhere where you said something interesting. I don't know if it's true, that you looked over the list of maybe the top 300 men players and said you probably couldn't beat one of them. Is that true?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's that big a disparity between professional men and women?
I would say there's about the top 1,000 men I probably couldn't beat.
You get it big enough, you won't be able to beat me. Get the top 2,000 or 10,000.
No, 1,000. Because 1,000, the 1,000th best male tennis player in the world will probably be a very, very good college player.
And you can't beat the best college players in the country?
No. Physically, no.
The disparity's that great? The disparity between the male and the female athletes? Yes. Yes, it is. Men are bigger, faster, stronger. Male skeletal muscles are generally faster and have higher maximum power output than female muscles. This isn't a disparagement against women, it's science. Why is it that the left loves to bandy about the phrase science deniers when talking about people who disagree with climate change? But then they're the biggest science deniers in the world when you start talking about the biological differences between men and women. Irvin the Millennial and I are going to do a full episode on this subject soon, but I just wanted to get this off my chest. In one idiotic executive order, Joe Biden has destroyed the progress that women's sports have made over the last century. In one idiotic executive order, Joe Biden has said the feelings of men who pretend to be women are more important than the well-being and the rights of our daughters, our sisters, our wives, and our mothers. In one idiotic executive order, Joe Biden has put women back in their place. So much for being inclusive.
Beep, beep.
You, Joe. That's my take. Let me know your take in the comments, and be sure to join the cult at Pol Pop Cult on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for listening.